What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video we've got 5 very specific fragrances that if you don't want to spend a lot of money but you're looking for something really good to just rock every day, you're not trying to go down the rabbit hole of buying a bunch of fragrances, you're looking for one, maybe two that'll get the job done for pretty much every situation. You don't want to spend a lot of money, you're looking for some decent performance at minimum to up to really good performance for a lot of these. Well, I've got you covered with these 6 particular picks. All of them can be found from Aroma Concepts, which is linked down below with the discount code. If you want to check any of these out, all of these fragrances did come from them. And I would highly encourage checking them out. They're inspired by some really good, much more expensive fragrances. And you don't have to spend a lot of money to smell great is the moral of this story. So let's dive into these 6. Stay tuned. So citruses kind of work well. Who doesn't like a good citrus-based fragrance, but with a little bit of sweetness that offers a nice creamy tone, but doesn't make it too sweet. You still have that fresh overall appeal. Something like Autobiography Citron Vanille from Paris Corner is the type of fragrance you're looking for. It's a great everyday wear, highly attractive in the vein of a Chanel L'Homme Sport Edition Blanche specifically. That creamy lemon type of smell, citron, vanille, lemon and vanilla. Does smell really good. Now, admittedly not the strongest performer out there, but then again, what it's similar to isn't the strongest performer either. This is kind of like a 5-hour fragrance in longevity, but for most, you could always refresh if you need to. Some may get better performance. I get around 5 hours, but the point is it's really affordable. It's in the $30 to $40 price point before using the discount below, and you're going to smell really good. The oil quality here is surprisingly good. And it's just got this zesty lemon that dries into like a creamier sweetness. Soft woody tone, not a real heavy musky type of fragrance. So if you're not the type that really goes for the musky fragrance profiles, you don't need to worry about with this one. I would encourage checking this out. This is my favorite of the 4 in this particular line. Again, that's from Paris Corner. This is Autobiography Citron Vanille. Now, speaking of that Paris Corner North Stag collection, the one I would highly encourage for a great daily wear option is called Number 1. This is similar to Bulgari's Tigar. The thing I like more about this one versus something like an Afnan Tarathi Blue, because I get a lot of this versus that questions when I talk about this one, is I do get a little bit more ambroxan out of this one. It makes it push a bit more. It has a little bit more freshness. Still has that spicy grapefruit, woody type of smell. Oh man, spicy citrus woods and ambroxan. This kind of shower gel feel, if you will. This is a really, really good fragrance. Another one, 6 to 8 hours range in longevity. Just be wary of nose fatigue. Depends on your sensitivity to ambroxan. You may go nose blind to this one in the first 20 to 30 minutes, and then you become the infamous 30 minutes and it's gone bro guy in my comment section. Or you might hold off a little bit longer. But even myself with ambroxan, especially heavy doses of it, I tend to go nose blind to it as well. My nose will come back to life later and it smells like I just sprayed it. So point being, the fragrance is way much stronger than you may realize. So don't go overboard with the sprays on this one, because you're going to overwhelm your own nose and go a little sensitive and nose blind to it. But those around you will definitely be able to smell you. High compliment factor with this profile, that I can say from personal experience. I would encourage checking this one out. It's from Paris Corner, it's North Stag. Now, another one from Khadlaj. This is kind of in the realm of Aventus, but more woody based. Strong woody facet in the dry down to this one. That's what makes me appreciate this one. This is actually my top 3 affordable Aventus style fragrances. This is like number 3, number 4, if I was to rank them overall. This is called Khadlaj Infini Absolute. This is really good. Has the fruitiness, has a little bit of the smoke. It's not as smoky as other ones. Nice and tart type of fruitiness at the top. Without all of the florals. Little bit of musk. It's not loaded down with musk. It doesn't have a bunch of the sweetness like vanilla. But it does have a pretty strong woody vetiver type of smell to it that really adds this, I don't want to say earthy tone, but dense bass, I think would be the way to put it. Dense woody base that really grounds this scent and gives it a stronger character overall for somebody that maybe doesn't like added sweetness and florals or heavy musk, because a lot of versions of Aventus and even Aventus itself that's kind of what the base of the fragrance is most of the time, whereas this woody vetiver twist, that's what I like so much about it. And the quality here is really good. Performance is actually really good on this one. It's a phenomenal daily wear, and again, another thing that I love about that woody facet to it, it makes it an even better daily wear, in my personal opinion. It just makes it better all around the board. It's Khadlaj Infini Absolute. Next is for those of you that like citruses and greens more. Maybe you don't want all the woods and smokiness, you don't want too much ambroxan. Well, this is kind of in the realm of Roger Parfum's Apex, and it kind of falls somewhere in between the Eau de Parfum and the Parfum. Kind of if they had an Eau Fraiche flanker, it would be this. It's Paris Corner's Emir Vertex. This offers a lot of the fruitiness that you get more from the Parfum. Believe it or not, the higher concentration gives you more fruitiness than the lower concentration. And you still get all those earthy greens, light smoky tones, woods. You get the light tobacco smell, but it's a fresher profile overall. I think this is a better, warmer weather wear than either two versions of the original could ever hope to be. Those offer class, elegance, cooler weather, all that good stuff. But here, you get all of the class and elegance, but more freshness, more warm weather appropriate. It won't be suffocating in the heat. It does smell really good. I think this is one of their better releases over the last several years. Paris Corner's really stepped their game up, and this is one of those fragrances that really represents that. Another one kind of in that average 6-ish hour range in longevity. Nothing crazy, but nothing super weak. It's good stuff. I would encourage it, especially if you like greens. It's Paris Corner's Vertex. Last, but most certainly not least, I did save my current favorite for last. This is my favorite clone fragrance, inspired fragrance, however you'd like to look at it, that I have gotten my hands on this year. I've been talking about this one a lot in content lately. It's from Paris Corner. It's called Soothing Zephyr. It's their take on the La Beauce Another 13, which I've never smelled the original of, and I really need to because their version is fantastic. So you get some fresh, fruity pear. It doesn't offer a lot of sweetness. You get this fresh, watery, fruity smell with a nice ambery, musky, woody tone. The ambroxan here smells more like an ambery, woody facet, so I believe it to be more like amberwood than anything else. We're actually going to give that a little spritz on the hand. I love the way this one smells. Another great performer without being crazy strong. Another molecule-based fragrance. It has this warm, musky, ambery feel to it, but without losing all of the freshness that you would want for the warmer weather, like right now in the summer, for example. Big fan of this one, guys. Big fan personally. Man. Highly versatile. Offers the modern touch being a molecule-based fragrance. Most notably ambroxan. I do think there's some amberwood in here, though, as well. I mean, hard-pressed to make me believe there isn't just because it's not listed. And high-level versatility. I mean, the wearability factor to this one's just so high. I literally think it works for everything. Casually, semi-casual, to semi-formal, however you like to use your verbiage for that particular category of attire, on up to formal if you really want it to be. It has a seriousness, it has a casual side to it. It can literally do it all, in my opinion. This is my favorite. I literally saved my favorite for last. This wasn't ranked, but the last one is number one, in my opinion. At least to me it is. It's Soothing Zephyr from Paris Corner. And I wanted to hit you with that you can find from Aroma Concepts. Again, all these fragrances did come from them at various points over the last 2 years or so. And I believe this is a collection of fragrances that if you're looking for a do-it-all and you don't want to spend a lot of money, there's some really good options right here, especially the last one we spoke on. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe before you leave, and I'll catch you on the next one.